Hey everybody, Eezore here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get the achievement Savior of the Tree Farm for the game My Time at Portia. Now this one does take a little bit of a time to get done, mainly because it doesn't become available till the second month, but there's also a lot of parts to it, and it does kind of take a little bit of time just to go do, just because you do need to wait at least a couple of days to get recipes, and then the actual things themselves take some time to gather all the materials for. That being said, there is a little bit of miscommunication online as to how to start this one and what's all included. Generally what I did, it follows along for the most part what most people do, and that is there's going to be a quest called Fixing the Fence, and this one is done in the first month. I got it on day 8 of the first month, and for this one all you need to do is just bring 5 wooden boards to the tree farm in order to start basically rebuilding it. Now at the time I didn't look to see if this was actually a timed mission or not, or if it's missable or what's going on, but I just did it right away within a day or two. So just try to finish it up as fast as you can. There has been people saying online that there's a limit and after 14 days it disappears, so again, just do this one a little bit sooner rather than later. In order to complete this particular part of the quest, you will need to have a civic cutter, which is pretty easy to get early on. Once you make it, you just need to make the 5 wooden boards, drop them off, and you're good to go. You'll get a little cutscenes showing that they're starting to work on the actual tree farm. Alright, so the actual part of the quest itself, it starts off with the quest Panbat Infestation. Now I don't know if this was just luck on my side, if this all happened at once, just scripted, or what happened, but on the 7th day of the second month, I got the quest in the mail saying, hey, we're having some issues with Panbat Infestation, can you come check it out? I also, when I went into town, this is the same day that the water turned into sewage, and the sewage pipe broke for the main quest. So again, I don't know if these two are connected or if it just happened to be my luck, but either way, they both show up on the same day, so just kind of keep an eye on for that. Here's kind of the more annoying part of the quest. When you get over there for the Panbat Infestation, they said that there's some issues you can do, or there's some recipes you can make. Bring the data discs with you, because you'll need to have 8, I think, the first time through, and when you actually go and talk to Petra, she'll say, hey, I can either give you the Loudspeaker or the Boombox, or you can take both. It's up to you. Honestly, you don't need to get both. I just did both for the simple sake of I like to get everything. You can buy both of them after the fact once the quest is done, so not a big deal. You won't miss it if you don't do it. Now they do different things for the most part. If you build the loudspeaker and you bring it over, it'll make a really annoying noise, and that will make all of the Panbats to flee, and then you're good to go into the next quest. If you do the boombox, what actually happens, from what I've seen online and from what I've seen, is that all of the Panbats remain, but they don't attack you anymore. You can't attack them. They just pretty much are there. They're not really interactable at all. So it's up to you which one you want to do. It doesn't really matter. I just did the loudspeaker just because. I don't really care one way or another, but that's the one that I went with. Now, the next part is going to be actually saving the tree farm. This is after the Panbat Infestation is taken care of. You will need quite a bit for this one. This is the big heavy duty where you need to have everything for it, and it does take quite a bit of time to build everything, or at least get the materials for it. First things first, you need to get a water engine as well as a water wheel. In order to build the water wheel itself, you need to have the level 2 assembly station, which, as well as the level 2 work table. These are both You can get them both in the town. If you go to the left, there's either A&G Construction, I think is what it's called. And there's a little book on the table. It'll let you update the stuff. just kind of get that stuff. You should have the work table, you should have that done by like the first month anyway, but you need to have the level 2 assembly station in order to build the water wheel. Now the water engine isn't too bad. The most important part is probably getting the small engines, because you can only find them in ruins as a rare, basically a relic find, or you can find it in the sewage plant if you go through that. They are in chests, or else there's a guaranteed one that drops from the first level. The water wheel is very much annoying in the fact that you need 12 large iron buckets, and you can find those in the second ruins, or you can make them. In the end, you do need 12 of them, and I didn't find that many, even though I went through the ruins quite a bit, so you will need to end up making those all. Now once you put those 2 in place, then here comes the second part of the quest, where you actually need to build a water storage and 4 sprinklers. The water storage is easy enough to make. The sprinklers is very annoying though, because you need to have, every sprinkler requires 1 valve, and you can only get the valves from what I found in the sewage plants, so you need to go through those. I did find all 4 of mine that I needed in the first like 5 floors of it, so they're pretty common. They're not that hard to find. It's just the fact that you had to go all the way out there and go through a section in order to get any. Now once everything is built and placed, you'll get a little cutscene showing everything going on, and it'll all start working. Then you have access to the tree farm itself. This is important for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, there's a lot of trees in there, there's a lot of fruit, there's a lot of everything, so it's a really good resource if you want to run around, burn some stamina, gain some experience, get some items, so on and so forth. However, the much more important reason to do it is that every single day you have a resource box outside of your house, and they will actually bring resources directly to your house. And this includes some regular wood, hardwood, some fruits, the honey I think I can get. I think I've got royal honey from them before. Just they give you a whole bunch of random items, so it's just, you get that every single day. So it's just free resources every day, which is really, really awesome. So, but that's about it. Like I said, this one takes a while and takes some prep, as well as just a lot of intricate building, because you do need to have a lot of materials for all of the parts, and there's a lot of parts involved. It does also take just time, because in order to get all of the research plans, you have to wait at least until the next day. So I would say as soon as you get this one, just start working towards it and go to town on it, like focus on it directly, because it will take some time in order to do. That's about all I got. So if you have any questions about this particular achievement, leave them in the comments down below. I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you all for watching. I've been Eezore. Until next time, keep your story going.